Back at the presidential palace, we just need to head inside. After all, we were summoned here. And the city is fine, by the way. They're kind of on guard and crazy a bit. But everybody seems to be fine. So we will enter the palace. Why are they so on guard? Like, did you not notice that last time we came here, the only threat to you was a giant floating fortress? Since we're not on that floating fortress, if I could speak today, that would probably be helpful. Since we're not on that, I assume that things are going to be okay for us. I don't have this party equipped the way that it should be for the record, but should be fine without it. We're just going to keep heading left here. Even though we passed by that familiar landscape in that picture there, just keep on heading left. And eventually we'll find ourselves a new area. The president is waiting inside. So here comes the big thing. Who's the president of Esthar? Any guesses? Ward, Kiros, and that's probably... No. Please tell me no. Oh, they changed the music. You know that it is. What is up with this country? Oh, sure. Hey there. It's Laguna. Laguna is in charge of Esthar. Been wanting to meet you guys. You guys are the ones who were inside my head, right? Alone told me. That's so weird. It was like there were some kind of waves running through my head. They gave us so much power during battle. What, you guys sucked outside of our dream sequences with you? I guess that makes sense, but not really. So we did change the past for the record, even though Alone said that was impossible, and Ultimecia is actually doing it as we go through the game. We thought there were some kind of fairies flying over us. So I'm Laguna, President Laguna Loire of Esthar. Pleased to meet you. If we weren't in a state of emergency, I'd talk to you some more, but, well, whatever, let's talk. What do you want to know? I have so many questions. You'll never get going if President Laguna keeps talking. So why don't you guys throw out some questions and he'll try to answer them. What? Don't let him talk, so ask him questions. Sure, okay. I feel totally out of it. Yeah, me too. What the hell? They seem like a lot of fun. You don't even know. He says to relax here a while. You're already here. Why not listen to the mission briefing? Apparently, we're going to be getting a mission from Laguna. Man, you look way too serious. Okay. Whatever. I don't think that, selecting one of these will make it so I can't do the others. But I'm going to ask the questions that are not related to the plot right now. Or at least not going to move us forward. Where's Alone? What the heck has he done with his life? Don't you wonder? When Alone was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Esthar. Esthar soldiers came to Win Hill, and Elle's parents resisted. They were killed on the spot. The massive hunt was to find the successor for Esthar's ruler, Sorceress Adel. Alone was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her. So, Rain wasn't Alone's mother, really? Then there was another massive hunt for a successor in Esthar again. Elle was taken away, even though I was there. It's the most painful life of my episode of my life. That was a serious statement and I screwed it up. I apologize for that. So I rescued her and sent her off to Wind Hill. Shortly after that, Rain died. And Alone was sent straight to an orphanage. Why didn't you go back to Wind Hill with her? I wanted to. But I had my reasons. Found out about this afterwards, but the reason why Alone had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power. Doc Odine wanted to do research on Alone's special power. He looked for her everywhere. The owners of the orphanage were Sid Kramer and his wife Edia. So Sid is half owner of the orphanage when Alone was there. We're pointing this out because this still makes me mad. You know them better than I do. Yes, I do. Kind of. The Kramers took Elle out of the orphanage to protect her. They prepared a big ship to accommodate her. Gracious of them, huh? So the ship has been around since Alone was a kid. That white seed ship, which means seeds have been around since Alone was a kid. After a while, the ship turned into another orphanage and Elle looked after all the kids. She said her life on the ship was a happy one, but who knows? I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. That ship was attacked by Galbadia recently. Esthar's ship rescued them, and she finally met up with me. It was pure luck that we found her, so I sent her to space. I was out in space at that time. Alone followed me out to space. There we go. At least some explanation for why she was up there. Little Elle was all grown up. Then she told me everything. Did she get back safely from space? I have a question. If you have been in charge of Esthar, why didn't you just go, hey, Alone, you can come live with me in the presidential palace? He has his reasons, apparently. Did she get back safely from space? She'd better have. Our escape pod rescue team was a little late. Alone was taken into custody by Galbadia. Really? Because if you just go with like half your army, you could conquer the world. Esthar is so much more technologically advanced than everyone else. She's inside Lunatic Pandora. That is not good. We're gonna rescue her. Help us out, okay? Can I challenge him to... I can. I have Lunar's rules? Okay, we're not gonna do that just yet, but I can ask him about playing cards, which is something I didn't think I should be able to do. Alright, tell me about Rain. Rain's story? Some other time, maybe. Nah, I can't. It's too much for me to remember. I was told she was pregnant. I'm very curious about Rain's pregnancy right now. What are you doing here? You know what I've been doing all my life, right? You were a silly Galbadian soldier. I didn't like your attitude at all. But I understood the bond between the three of you. Then you changed after you went to Wind Hill. And Alone was abducted by Esthar and you went on a journey to get Alone back. You wrote articles and appeared in movies to get by. You were trying to find a way into Esthar. You somehow got into Esthar and rescued Alone. I got a lot of help along the way. What I don't understand is, where are you the president? Wanna know? It's a long story. I need to hear this. I don't want to. Well, I do want to, but I need to hear this story. You want to hear it, really? Okay, I'll tell you. I only set out to rescue Alone, but of course that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country ruled by sorceress Adel with the ingenious yet inhumane Odine. Both of them were interested in Alone. Sounds like Hitler and Himmler a little bit right now, the way you phrase it. We couldn't just pack up and leave. Is it like genius, but like whatever. I not that I'm comparing these guys, Odine to Himmler at all. Just the way that he phrased that, it's whatever. Adel will be angry. My research will be kaput. Odine only thought about his research. Oh, she's so small and crying. Or it can just intimidate him. Like, I don't know, is he equipped properly? But while researching under Adel's orders, he was still making many inventions. Oh, look, Elle got involved in the running. So why was she shipped off to the orphanage after this? It was a device to seal magic sealing facility. Okay, it's a sealing facility. Yes, maybe Adel can be defeated. I owed a big favor to the Adel resistance who helped me rescue Alone. I spoke with my comrades. 2 issues came up. First, stopping the crystal pillar from calling monsters from the moon and destroying everything like what happened in Centra. Apparently he was aware of this. Second, freeing Esthar from Adel's hands. We planned and planned, based on my brilliant ideas, of course. Like he ran off screen? What? He did. We're back in the Lunatic Pandora research facility. There is only one goal. Is that stopping Odine from running away? You didn't say what the goal was. What the hell? Following Odine's instructions, we operated the panel and moved the crystal pillar. Like, why did we suddenly decide this was a bad room? We set the course and the stop point in the ocean, and goodbye. Whoa! So, did they set off Lunatic Pandora, or no, they buried it in the ocean? I think that they're going for they buried it in the ocean. And off goes Lunatic Pandora. That was easy, but we were found out. No kidding! So we gathered for a final battle to lure Adel. Is that Adel? Adel is a woman, isn't it? Adel appeared as we expected. I don't think they've ever used a pronoun for her. Or him. What is going on? We hunted down the culprit who moved the crystal pillar. Why is Adel so big? Where? Inside there, Alone's been taken hostage. I knew... It is a she, okay. I knew she would go in right away if I mentioned Alone. Yeah, I know that we've seen kind of a close-up of her, but... I've been fooled in Japanese games before. You thought I would fall for that trick? See, now it looks like a guy! It totally looks... Like, those are clearly pecs. Adel realized that Alone was a hologram, but it was too late. We sprung the trap. Yeah, of course. My plans are always perfect. Kyros Ward now! Ha ha ha! Piece of cake! Wait, Laguna did something useful? Holy crap. Adel was careless. She may be a sorceress, but after all, she was human. They've said she many times, but that looks like a dude to me. We succeeded, but we couldn't keep such a dangerous sorceress around as a trophy. So we put her in space. We had to do something. So we decided to send her far, far away. Someplace very far. Into outer space. You know, to be honest, I'm not sure I've seen that before. There are 3 Ragnaroks? That's not something that I remember. Where are the other 2? What happened to them? With those 3, you could rule the world. And that about wraps that part up, but the real work began after that. A fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Adel was gone. I wasn't paying close attention while they made me up to be this hero of the revolution, and I ended up being president. Odin made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone. It was a mistake to send Alone back to Rain. Rain died and Elle was sent to an orphanage.